Hello, humans of the internet. Welcome to Azurhia Under the Hood. Um, sorry about the delay. I have had a morning where everything took longer than it should have. So today we are going to carry on with these deities. We got real close last time, so I'm going to see if we can finish them off. Although I think we're about to hit the ones we're going to have to put a lot more into. That's fine, so I'm going to make Matt Twitch and open everything up so that we can just check everyone as we go and make sure we haven't missed anything along the way. I'm gonna just put my sun on. Oh, no. Right. I have a vitamin D light. There we go. Which even on its lowest setting is like intense. But it does make me, although it makes me a bit ghosty, it also makes me a happy person. Helps my brain. Okay, let's do it this way. Oh crap, who do we just do? Moyadala, Pingani. Alright. Solaria, right? Yep. So we'll see if we can get the ones we haven't done yet done. So I think she was pretty much complete. Apart from the spells, but we've decided we're not going to do the spells yet because that could change with just with the game system stuff. So we'll just leave it like that for now. Everything looks like it's there. Excellent. Elwood, check. Close that one. No, pull this one. You can be my. No, you're not actually any good as a sample. I need one that has everything on it. Yanmo, I'm pretty sure he was also complete. We've got our cover thing. We've got our little scroll. Got our picture. We've got our spells. I just noticed. Like that for. I just noticed that this is. Okay, so we do need to change that because that'll make me cranky. Yeah, right. Line break, please. Gracias. I think that's pretty much all we need is just put that line break in. Now it should, there we go. That's what we want. Alright, so we'll do the same thing. Same thing for him. I say him. Fresh. Yeah. Cool. Okay. And then Kiefer. I'm pretty sure we've got everything for Kiefer. Yeah, that's what I thought. Why is that not right? 3, right? I think it's 3. Fresh. Yep. Better. Cool. Philly-win. Doesn't look like we've done Philly-win. No, we have not done Philly-win. Alright, so we will finish her off. Looks like we started her. Oh, wait, I need a reference. Kiefer can be my reference today. So I'm actually going to pull Kiefer out to the part of the screen you can't see, just as a reference for myself. Okay, so have we given her... No, it's not that one, this one. A little scroll, yes. Got a little story. And then those... putting a line break at the beginning. Oi, thank you. There we go. Open, line break, domains, line break, OT benefits. Oh no, 2? I think it's 2. Have symbols. Symbols. I've got to think about that. What are these flowers? Why isn't Tiff online yet? I need a Tiffany to tell me what flowers she used. I guess we could just lean into the Highlander thing and make it like a thistle, right? We'll add the flower when I know what it is. I don't know enough about flowers to just be able to identify it, sorry. We'll come back to it. Alright, let's have a look. Oh, we're gonna need the cleric spells, but that's okay. Yeah. Cool. And then, don't actually have spells yet, but we will put a... pop the table in. TBC. Refresh. Cool. A bit of... Wait, oh, that's because it's not there. Yeah. Cool beans. Satisfied with it. Alright, Fula, I'm pretty sure we finished Fula. Yep, all good there, I think. Maybe just pop some padding space there. But yeah. Cool beans, Physis. See, I think we've actually done all the easy ones. The easy ones. The ones that don't require a little more thought. Cool. Gilahari. Interesting to me how some of them like show you the HTML, you know, and some don't. I don't know. Looks like it's got everything, yeah. Believe so. Isbadil. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Hopefully it's right. Yep, that looks right to me. Dala. Can't wait to do a story, a Moya Dala story. I'm not gonna lie. Cool. I think we're good with that one. Bangani. Wait. Olalula. Okay, then we hit the ones we haven't done yet. Feigen. So I'm just going to open up Canva on this side. That one. Add page. Wait, add page. Can I just actually see what it comes up with? No, that's not what I wanted. Photos. I want like, you know, a big old gnarled tree. That's what I'm after. That'll do. Download. Cool. Oh man. Someday I'm gonna not have a gigantic cough every single time we do this. Won't that be nice? Probably not going to happen soon though, because it is winter or heading towards its autumn. Towards autumn in New Zealand. This is Feigen that we're doing here. Cool. Okay, so in design, oh no, we've got to put it in here. Big old gnarled tree. I missed a. It frustrates me when that happens. Go to the top of the thing. Thank you. Go to the bottom of the thing. Thank you. Try this again. Yes, I want to replace it. Thank you. Yes, excellent. All right. Okay. That one. Gracias. Already put the scroll in. Okay, so content. This is where I've got to actually write stuff now. Feigen is a goddess of dryads. I don't know why I've decided she's a baobab, but she's a baobab. I like baobabs. They're cool. Baobab tree. She is... She's a goddess. She can take whatever fucking form she wants, but... Or a dryad vision. He is the goddess. Her domains are... and what's the opposite of remedies? Poisons? The remedies and other effects. Let's go with that. That can be made. Strong, tied to the natural world. She is goddess of all to do with plant lore. Known and secret. I imagine that Malachi swears by Feigen on a regular basis. By Feigen's bark! Why isn't this remedying? Something like that. She is averse to anything that destroys forested or wild areas without, what do I want to say, like willy-nilly, without consideration for their continued existence. They may meet with unexpected wrath. She is usually worshipped by or honored by dryads, but also other beings who use and work with natural with the power of plant magic and natural creatures. Something along those lines. Okay, devotee benefits. It's I mean, I feel like so many of mine are harm or heal because they're often just like manifestations of concepts or of like natural laws almost. So almost all things of that kind are going to be double-sided in that way, you know? Divine skill. I always say religion, but it's actually going to be because the divine skill will be an expertise. For those of you watching both sides of this coin, will be an expertise, but it'll be an expertise in the particular deity. So you will have expertise in religion to like religion aspects of this particular deity, rather than. Okay. You know, it helps when you've set up how you're doing this. Okay, so domains are plant life, natural remedies. Artifacts. Turns out there is in fact a thing called the Tome of Feigen. I'm gonna say plant alchemy, you know what I mean. Currently in the possession of the Summer Queen. But also her favored weapon. It's got to be a staff, right? There's no real other option. Holy books. Oh, I suppose that should be there. Pop that there, eh? Symbols. I was going to go and look at the picture. There's no picture yet, Jax. There's no picture yet, Jax. Divine symbols will be a baobab. Baobab tree. 10 of faith is where we've been putting edicts. um, and what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say the understanding that you are part of it rather than I'm not sure if that quite gets across what I was trying to say. The exploitation and destruction of natural spaces. feel like I need to say more about that up here. Her Fagin usually believe that all things are connected, that we are all part of the and the roots of the world. I like this because baobabs, I don't know if you've ever seen, I realize that baobabs are a very typical thing in Africa, but they look like upside down trees a lot of the time. They look like their roots are in the air. Like, look at that. Oh man, what a cool picture. They're massive too. And they can, yeah, so the idea of a tree that has roots going in both, I mean, obviously it's not roots, it's leaves, but roots, you know, it has that kind of visual of roots going in both directions. So everything is connected. Roots of the world. It follows then that we should interact with all things as if they were part of ourselves. I like the word exploits. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to say what I want to say in a nice succinct way. Maybe it simply is. We are all branches of the world tree. Let's go with that. Some of the horde have in fact been to the world tree. Okay, I think, and then we will have cleric spells. But I don't know what they are yet. One, 3, 7, 11, 15, 20. Alright, let's have a looky look. As a dryad with the form of a baobab tree, she will sometimes take the form of the tree itself, but can still be communicated with in this form. Her domains are all plant life, herbs, the remedies and other effects that can be made from plants. She is the patron of alchemists and herbalists with a strong tie to the natural world. She is the goddess of all knowledge to do with plant lore, known and secret. Those who follow Fagin usually believe that all things are connected, that we are all part of the great tree and the roots of the world. It follows then that we should interact with all things as if they were part of ourselves. These are the hippy-dippy folks. The holistic approach to nature and everything. She is averse to anything that exploits forested or wild areas without consideration for their continued existence. Those who come with axes and fire to destroy her places may meet with unexpected wrath. She is usually worshipped or honored by dryads, but also other beings who use and work with the power of plant magic and natural tinctures. Oh, I need to put some padding in these things. Pow. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. Ooh, why article failed? Oh, because I've got all these tabs open. It gets mad at me when I do that. Look, deal with it. gonna go with roots as well. Alrighty, let's have another looky look. Did we fix the ugliness? Yes, excellent. Ha, I like how the O's join together. That's cute. Cool beans. Alright, I am happy with that. Good job. One down. Who's next? Alright, I was thinking about Sally Do in the shower where I have my thinkies. We're not going to make her a spider goddess. We are going to make her a goddess of shadow. That's what we're going to do. So I am going to see if I can find a useful picture for that. Almost certainly not, because Canva wants everything to be pretty. Because she's basically a Darklands goddess. Maybe if I look up the word cave? Cave? Dumb. Doesn't work when it's big. Okay. I've had this problem before with stock images. They're always so pretty that if you want something that's like grimdark, it's hard to find something that works. There's like shadows of stalactites, so that might work. Dissatisfied. What if I use the word underground? I get trains. It turns out. Cool. That might work. Hang on. Might do for now. Because we've made... Oh, pardon me. We've made Zavista... Oh no, she's winter, so... That's a little different to... Underground gives you trains and potatoes. That's really funny. It's not really what I'm after. I'm after, like... That might work if I darken it, maybe. Looks like kind of Roman tunnels or something like that. I realize you guys can't see what I'm doing. That's because of... I don't put Canva on the screen because I use Canva at work, and so my library has pictures of the kids, and that's not something I'm willing to show. So let's see if we can get it a little bit more. Go black and white, maybe. Actually, just go back. Fuck with the... Just darken it up a bit. Okay, that'll do. That will do. Cool. Let us pull that out. What's this person's name? Salidoo. Salidoo. I don't know if I like that name. I don't know if I like that name. Gonna just go looking for a different name. Let's go for words that mean shadow. That's probably where I got it from, but ooh, there's new words. Anino, sal, sombra. That's where the word somber comes from. Fun fact. Sevanela. That's quite cool. Ilal. That's quite cool too. Those sub-Saharan African languages all use similar. What was the one I liked? Crap. I hate it when I do that. I should really pay attention. Like Savanela. Maybe just Vanela. Vanela. How many V's do we have? None. Oop. I like that more. Uh-oh. We'll just rename it. Yeah, I suppose we can do this. Vanela. Cool beans. Right, so just this one. That'll do. Got the scroll because I was smart and did that all the way through, so that's great. Okay. Vanela is an Underdark. Nope, that's not what we're calling it. Darklands. It looks like vanilla. Oh, hey, Matt. Oh, now I can't unsee that. Damn it. It's okay. Savanela is what the original word is. How about that? Do you see any strange things on that one? Is a Darklands goddess of shadow and the things that live in them. Shadows. Better grammar. Shadows and the things that live in them. Which is scary. Yeah. That should be scary. She is protector of the unwanted creeping beings and the or 7, which is mysterious. Yeah, 7 is a magic number. Unwanted creeping beings and is the mother of monsters. She sees them for who they are, accepts their So you get to just watch me make shit up. Unloved and feared, carer for the hunted and the hunter alike. I already love her. She's everything Lolth is, but more. Devanael is a Darklands goddess of shadows and the things that live in them. She is protector of the unwanted creeping beings and the creatures in the dark that the light walkers call monster. She is the mother of monsters. She sees and accepts them. She is, if you really said mother, is the guardian of the unloved and feared, carer for the hunted and the hunter alike. Is as, yeah, pretty much bugs, abandoned people, but also I'm thinking like, I'm imagining her as a Medusa style figure, to be honest. That's kind of where my brain has gone. The things that get called monstrous regardless of whether they are or not, and they get driven into the shadows and then sometimes become monsters because that's the only option that's been given to them. Like those kind of complex, interesting beings. Is as a tall, too thin woman with the two on the nose to have snakes for hair. I feel like it is. Very pale skin because no sunlight, right? I never understood what. In my brain, Drow were always super duper pale, and it was only real late in the game that I realized that canonically they're supposed to be dark skinned. And I'm like, that makes no sense. They live underground. Shadow for hair? Yeah, that would work. Very pale skin and hair like shadows that twist and change perceived. She has, I am going to include the snakes because snakes okay, now she's like Medusa crossed with what's a noodle from Arthur. Wow. Brain spasm. Morgan Le Fay. But like the Pictish kind of, you know, approach. Blue tattoos that twine around her limbs. Nah, Morrigan's the crow one. Morgan Le Fay. Morgana. Different to the Morrigan. Although sometimes conflated, they're not actually the same. Folklore nerd. She has blue tattoos that twine around her limbs, depicting a myriad of crawling things. Snakes, bugs, spiders, anything you may find. You dig too deep or overturn and reveal the dark places to the light. She has a cat's eyes eyes that glow. The shadows that surround her can take form and entangle and trap. Of the deepest caverns of the earth. What does that sound like? Look, it's poetry. Shush. Sometimes I'm a little poetic. Darklands, goddess of shadows and the things that live in them, she is protector of the unwanted creeping beings and the creatures in the dark that the Lightwalkers call monster. She is the mother of monsters. She sees and accepts them. She is guardian of the unloved and feared, carer for the hunted and the hunter alike. She usually appears as a tall, too thin woman with very pale skin and hair like shadows that twist and change as they are perceived. I feel like she's very fey, but I'm cool with that. She has blue tattoos that twine around her limbs, depicting a myriad of crawling things, snakes, bugs, spiders, anything you may find if you dig too deep or overturn a rock and reveal the dark places, which should be 2 words, to the light. She has eyes that glow in the darkness, yellow or green or ice blue. Sometimes the first you may see of her are 2 glowing orbs staring. By then it is too late to flee. The shadows that surround her can take form and entangle and trap. Her voice when she speaks is the echoing hollowness of the deep caverns of earth. She is worshipped by the unloved, hidden beings. Anyone who has been driven down into the dark out of fear or those who and will usually emerge monstrous regardless of whether they the bane of anyone claustrophobic fully 100%. She's like deep caves and yeah, of whether they started that way. She is invoked by those driven by bitterness and vengeance, who seek greatness through embracing I feel like her edict is what is it? Get even. Don't get sad. Get even, or whatever it is. Darkless gods of Shabadabadaba. She's worshipped by the unloved hidden beings. Anyone who's been driven down into the dark out of the fear of others, justified or not. Those who are dubbed monstrous are taken into her care and will usually emerge monstrous, regardless of whether they started that way. She's invoked by those driven by bitterness and vengeance, who seek greatness through embracing their own monstrous nature. I feel like that probably covers it, at least for now. This one is probably a straight harm. I don't often have those, but I'm just having the thought of like, do I actually even want the divine font? Maybe it's not necessary. I don't know. We'll leave it for now because we've done it for everybody else. Divine skill would be do people seek her out for worship or does she recruit only? I imagine a little bit of both. What I'm imagining is someone who is, you know, different in some way or does something and is therefore dubbed like Medusa's the classic example. Medusa wasn't a monster until they made her a monster, right? Those kinds of people who get driven out of wherever they are for being bad or you know scary, and regardless of whether they start out actually monstrous, she would then either they would seek her out as a like fuck them I'll show them thing, or she will take them in and then teach them to feel that way about those who drove them out. I'm trying to decide whether to go down the route of like underdark survival skills or like the arcane magic-y vibe. How does she approve those who seek her out? I think she takes anyone in. It's just whether they. That's the whole point, is that she's accepting of anyone who has that core of like being outcast. Ooh, outcast. I have to put that in because now that yeah. I'm gonna go with that. Animal handling. I feel like things like the ability to summon and use the crawling things would be like spell stuff down the line rather than something you just start with. The reason I'm going with the survival thing is that in order to even encounter her, you would need to be in those places and not die. So that kind of makes sense in my brain, I guess. Okay, domains. The outcasts, shadows. I'm still dithering on that second one, but we shall get there. Artifacts, so favored weapon. I don't know. I'll come back to that. Symbols are snakes, spiders. I feel like Mist could have gone this way if she had been underground. There will be no forgiving. Alright, I need a weapon. A weapon, a weapon, a weapon. I feel like the weapon is magic, but maybe we just go with dagger. I'm thinking like things that come out of the dark and just kapow, you know? Alright, let's do the line breaky things. Okay. Then here we will have. Oh, that's not how you spell cleric. Cleric spells. Healing tree. Make a table. 7. Yeah, so at least some of the spells will be like, you know, the making of bugs. Bug related spells. Not a good goddess for anyone who's arachnophobic. Okay. Let's have a looky look. See if we've got everything. Severnale is a Darklands goddess of shadows and the things that live in them. She is protector of the unwanted creeping beings and the creatures in the dark that the Lightwalkers call monster. She is the mother of monsters. She sees and accepts them. She is guardian of the unloved and feared, carer for the hunted and the hunter alike. She usually appears as a tall, too thin woman with very pale skin and hair like shadows that twist and change as they are perceived. She has blue tattoos that twine around her limbs, depicting a myriad of crawling things. Snakes, bugs, spiders, anything you may find if you dig too deep or overturn a rock and reveal the dark places to the light. She has eyes that glow in the darkness, yellow or green or ice blue. Sometimes the first you may see of her are 2 glowing orbs staring. By then it is too late to flee. The shadows that surround her can take form and entangle and trap. Her voice when she speaks is the echoing hollowness of the deepest caverns of the earth. She is worshipped by the unloved hidden beings, the outcasts, anyone who has been driven down into the dark out of the fear of others, justified or not. Those who are dubbed monstrous are taken into her care and will usually emerge monstrous, regardless of whether they started that way. She is invoked by those driven by bitterness and vengeance, who seek greatness through embracing their own monstrous nature. Not convinced on the survival thing, but I'm going to leave it there for now. Unless something better comes to me. Cool beans. Whew. Getting there, folks. Getting there. Okay. So I need ocean. Right. Give me the pretty picture of fishies. Pretty picture of fishies. Skyazine. Seems weird to have a ocean god that has the word sky in their name, but meh. Blades. Oh, yeah, okay. Yep. I see where you're going with that. That could work. I do like darts. I like darts. Like darts. Nope, wrong one. This one, please. Thank you. Silent and deadly out of the dark. Yes. I like. Okay. So I need. Yes, I know. You can do it though. I believe in you. Look at their fishies. Fishies. Okay. Right. Gazine is the ocean father. He is the life giver. Patron of marine life. Wide kelp forests. That's not how you spell kelp. Kelp forests, the coral reefs, and all the beings that dwell therein. Here's the blue of the ocean on a good day. The blue of the water on sun-parched skin is the bringer of good wind. It sounds like he farts nicely. He's the bringer of good winds to sailors. And fang of a spider. Oh, hello! That's a new name. Welcome. I don't know if you already know me, but welcome. Dr. Imboss. Fang of a spider snake. I like that too. But I like the dart because her whole thing is like being all shadowy, so. But certainly poison would be a thing, I think. Poison would definitely be a preferred means of bringing death. He's the bringer of good winds to sailors and the filler of nets for fishermen. He is worshipped by those who make their livelihood on the sea. He is honored in undersea communities. In an environment of all the dangers and wonders indeed with his destructive cohort. Um, let's do this first. He is usually depicted as I'm imagining he's just like an old surfer guy. That's what I have in my brain. It's like Jason Momoa, but not as buff. Like he just chills on the beach, surfs, swims, fishes. You know, just super chill. Uh, long-haired, um, smiling man. Intertwined. Beaded with shells. That's the wrong shell. Shells and he has like princess mermaid hair. He's Jason Momoa. I've just made a god that is basically just Jason Momoa. Does he address mortals as dudes? Maybe. Long hair, braided and beaded with shells and starfish. He is friend to. Nah. Always barefooted. Seldom. In more than. Walks the beaches and swims. Oceans. Yeah, you're not wrong. Aquaman, God of the Sea. I just because I've got this like double-sided thing going on where him and his so Zlivolny. Apparently, I was having a Slavic moment when I made up these names. Is the other side of the sea, the destructive aspect. So I might follow him. That's saying something for someone who hates sharks. Yeah, fully. Bringing calm and plenty where he passes. He's worshipped by those who make their livelihood on and in the sea. He's honored in undersea communities, an environment full of dangers and wonders. He's invoked for safety, to intercede with his destructive cohort, and to bring calm seas and full nets. Yeah, totally. Like that balance of, they hold each other in place and yeah, and keep that balance. Don't know if I need to say anything more than that. But this is one where his is heal and hers is harm. Divine skill. He's the god of marine biologists. I make my own fun. I mean, I suppose this is literally what I'm doing here, is making my own fun. Okay, right. Oi, I said expand. Secure. Okay, so domains is marine life. Got to be a trident, right? It's got to be a trident. You can't have a god of the sea and it not be a trident. That's just... It's got to be. Fish. Conch shell. No. What are those? Cowrie. That's what they're called. Cowrie shell. Starfish. Waves. Bro's a communist. Okay, I think that pretty much covers that. Spells. 7. What's going to be fun is when we get to the magic, the point of making like making up spells for these people, because I'm probably gonna just make up a bunch of spells. I'm not gonna lie. There's absolutely there will be some. Did I say hi, Nick? Hi, Nick. Absolutely, there will be some inspired by existing, because it's stupid to make everything up. But yeah, lots of. I'm probably going to be making up a lot of stuff. Oh, I didn't. I started doing the thing and then stopped. You'll know what a cowrie shell is, right? Do those exist in other places that are not South Africa? Bro. Ah! Yeah, please. Thank you. Okay. Should do it, I believe. Put little tiny lines. Put little tiny lines. Never heard of them. It may be a South African thing. These. Indian Ocean. So that's why you guys are not, it's not a thing for you. Because obviously where I grew up, it was the Indian Ocean. Maldives Islands, Sri Lanka, Borneo, Africa, Mozambique. Mozambique is in Africa, but yes. In the United States and Mexico, they inhabit the waters of Central California. Isn't that where you guys are? Did I make that up? Aren't you in California? I might have made that up. Eastern Pacific Ocean, Central America, Peru. Okay, so they're all over the place. No excuse. Yeah. I like them. I think they're pretty. Okay, have we done everything? I believe we've done everything. Apart from the picture, but that is not me. I don't do the pictures. Okay, Solaria, I think we already did pretty much all of her. Yep, looks like. Ambani. Getting close. It is, however, almost 6:30, so it's probably time to stop. But we're close. We're close. We've only got 2 more that we have to write from scratch. And then just tidy up those 3, and then we're done with the deities, I think. Admittedly, we've only done 1 Darklands deity and 2 undersea deities. So we may need to expand in the future, but this should give us a pretty solid pantheon. Although I know that last week we thought of a whole bunch of things that weren't on the list that we probably should put on the list, but I think that who did the artwork? Tiff did the artwork for all of them. Have you not seen these beautiful, beautiful things? Please hold while we look at all of them, because holy shitballs, she did such a great job. I'm just gonna do this. Can I just show you the pictures? Nope, wrong thing. This one. Deities. Yeah. So Elwood. Look at it. Ugh, so good. Let me just do this. Oh, you're not gonna let me do that? Yeah, so Tiff's been doing them for a while now. Oh, I guess Emboss is one of your peeps then. I was like, I don't know this person. That's so cool. I like it when people I don't know show up. But we're just gonna take a moment to look at this incredible fucking beautiful stuff that she has done for us, because holy shit. I still want to do a little book of Azurian deities and maybe trading cards. They're just so good. So Ayanbo is the god of luck and gambling. Look at his little smile. He's so untrustworthy. I love him. Philywin, goddess of chivalry. Hula, river god, which she nailed, man. Just totally took the thing in my brain and put it on paper. Kalahari is Badil. You might recognize him as a certain oak lord. Kifa, of course. Moyadala, god of forbidden knowledge. Nangani, god of the hunt. Alalula, goddess of knowledge. Solaria, my girl, aka Titania. Valana, goddess of the moon. And then Zivista is the goddess of winter. They're so beautiful. She did such a great job, and I love them. Yeah, so beautiful. So I want to do a little book of Azurian deities once it's a complete set, which will have the images and then like a little story about each one. And we were also talking about making them as trading cards, so having the image on one side and then the information about the god on the other side. Hopefully, eventually, one day we will get to that. Anyway, I need to go because I have a stupid day job I have to get to. So thank you for hanging. As always, you guys rock. I love that people show up to watch me make shit up. It still blows my mind. It's super cool. Yeah. So thanks. I'll be back on Wednesday morning. We'll be doing game system stuff on Wednesday morning. And yeah, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, have a beautiful time zone. Love you guys.